So, 2 months ago, I switched to my favorite daily driver I have ever owned in my life, the Google Pixel Fold. And you know what's funny is, like, when I first picked it up, my first thing I thought about was actually I saw that Austin Evans actually had it as his daily driver. And once I saw that, I was like, you know what? Let's pick it up and see how I would like it as my daily driver. And I'll be honest with you, best decision I ever made. Now listen, there's a lot of good foldable phones on the market, right? You have the Google Pixel Fold, you have the Galaxy Z Fold 5. Obviously, if you want to go flippable phone route, you have this phone right here, which is of course the Galaxy Z Flip 5. You also could go with, actually let me see if I can, here we go, Surface Duo 2. If you want to go back to the basics of the old days, you can go back to Surface Duo 1 days. There's a lot of options on the market. Now, OnePlus is about to drop their, crazy phone. And I know that's got a lot of people asking questions like, what should I do? Should I get the Google Pixel Fold? Should I go back to, the Z Fold? Should I get the Flip? Or should I wait for OnePlus? My opinion is, there's only two phones on the market that you should be talking about right now. And I love the Galaxy Z Fold 5. Okay, I love the phone. But after using this for 2 months, this is my daily driver. And I can't stress that enough how crazy that is for me to say out loud. Because if you know anything about this channel, I don't stay on one daily driver at all. I never do. I always go back and forth on every phone I have. Because I love every phone I have. The only one phone that kept me from going back and forth was the Surface Duo 1. It's the only phone that I got it and I was like, you know what? I don't need another phone. I don't need anything else. I have what I need, right? And obviously, Surface Duo 2 came out. I loved it. But at the time the Surface Duo 2 came out, the Galaxy Z Fold 4 came out. Fell in love with Z Fold, went more towards Z Fold 4. Never really got back to the Surface Duo 2 as much. This is it. So there's only two foldable phones on the market. I would say 100%. You're going to spend the money. It's going to be this phone and the OnePlus Open. That's the only phones on the market right now that I would say, the general consumer should be targeting / going after. I think the Z Fold 5 is a fantastic phone. I think it's great. But for the general consumer who's probably not going to be too happy about the outside phones, keep in mind, again, most people who have, or go into a foldable phone, they already have, okay, I thought it was shaking. They already have a candy bar cell phone, right? So this is an easy transition from, this to this. When you go from, let's say hypothetically speaking, from this to this, it's going to be a little bit harder of a transition. Now again, this is more powerful. It has Samsung DeX. It has a lot of great things. While this doesn't, and it's a first-gen product. But I'll be honest with you, again, like I said, just from personal experience, it was my honest review after 2 months. I don't care. This is my favorite device I have ever owned. And again, I am the person who went into this saying and being blatantly honest that, you know what, I don't think I'm going to get a Google Pixel Fold because I don't think it's worth it. It's a first-gen product. It's $1,800. It's outrageous price tag-wise. It's not really worth the money. I'm just going to keep my Z Fold 5 and I'll be happy. And I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. This phone, I'm not going to say it's changed my life. I feel like that's way too overdramatic. But it's become one of my most favorite phones. Not of all time, the Duo 1 will always forever have that spot. But it's number 2. So let's break down why this phone is so great. Because I know I've been, man crushing about this phone now for 4 straight minutes. And you're probably like, come on, man, just get to the point. Why is this phone so great? Well, first off, the big negative of this phone, right? Not many I'm going to go to the negatives first, and then I'll go to the positives. Negatives, not many applications are optimized for this phone. They're not. And we're going to have to take some time for that to happen, right? Because right now, it's the first gen product. Google is still trying to get everything optimized. And this is the same problem that's going to happen with OnePlus Open. Because the Oppo Find and, Fold 1, 2, 3, it's actually only Find and Fold 2 and 3, both of those phones were released strictly in China, right? So there wasn't an open market internationally for those phones to really be optimized for most applications. So that's a negative. Second negative is going to be it's a first gen product. So there's things that you want fixed and they won't be fixed until the second generation of the phone. That's pretty much that. Now, what do I want fixed personally? I don't want anything fixed, I will say. I want more or less things just like enhanced, I would say. Again, I can't even think about it. Maybe just durability inside display. That would definitely be something I want more enhanced. I don't think it's a problem. I don't feel like it's a problem when I'm touching it. But, just simple stuff like that. Right? Nothing too crazy and spectacular. So what do I love about this phone? Everything else. It is fast. It is powerful. I will say one negative is it does heat up real fast. And when it heats up, it slows down. And you can't multitask as well once it starts heating up. Because unlike the Z Fold series, this bad boy has a Tensor G2 chip in there. And it's a lot of power in a small device. Doesn't work as well. See, again, obviously with the upgraded, second gen of this phone, we're going to see a G3 chip, and they're going to have more time to get ready for that. Anyway, though, skipping back to the positives, I love this phone. And the reason why is because, again, like I said, this outside display is gorgeous. I love this outside display. I will say 70% of the time, I'm probably only using this outside display. But it's because it's big. You can get all your content on it. You're not feeling like anything is squished. Everything is optimized for this outside display. Because everything optimized for a candy bar cell phone is optimized for this outside display. That's not the case with the Z Fold series, guys. Google Pixel series, everything is optimized for its outside display. I also love, just side note here, a lot of different Google Pixel abilities or settings, I would say, for those phones. Something I'd love. I've used the Google Pixel lineup before. They usually keep those, settings slash... I keep saying settings, not settings. They keep those, features throughout the whole entire lineup. Samsung does the same thing, which I really do like, and I think it's a great business motto. But other than that, though, the cameras are beautiful. The 120 hertz display inside out is beautiful. I prefer this kind of look when it comes to, like, crease down the middle and then two beautiful displays that are, like, actually big displays, rather than the Z Fold series, which is, if you hold it vertically, you have two thin displays, or you hold like this, two thin displays. I like it better on the Google Pixel Fold. I think it just works a lot better. Again, like I said, though, most content is not optimized because of that. So again, that's really the only big negative. Other than that, though, consuming media, gaming is perfect. Gaming can be a little bit of a problem if it does start overheating. We're coming back to that overheating problem. Battery life, perfect. It charges fast. It gets my job done every single time. And again, like I said, if I had to leave the house with just one phone, which I never do, this is the one phone I would take. And I have no problem with recommending this phone in any way. It is a high price tag, so I recommend buying this on a eBay or Mercari or a second-hand website. Buy it used. I have a whole video on this channel on how to make sure you buy it and get the best deal / you don't get scammed. But overall wise, again, like I said, it's a great product. Google did a great job with this, and I love it. 2 months later, and I absolutely freaking love this phone, and I can't recommend it enough. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one.